Hey everyone, my name is Phyllis, and I really wanted to start a YouTube channel for some time now, but yeah, I never really did it. I don't know really why, maybe nervous. Anyway, today I thought I would do a video, and I wanted to start with maybe a collection. Um, I think cards, Oracle Tarot, they reflect a little bit of who we are. So I thought it might be a nice introduction. Um, I will separate the videos because today I wanted to focus. Well, it's my favorites, but it's also really Afrocentric based. So whether that is by a black creator, um, or I have some that even are from a white creator, to say it like that. But then the subject is still very Afrocentric. Um, so I wanted to start with a deck. It's one of my newer ones. Um, yeah, I have it in a little baggie because, well, the box was not really, yeah, how do you say that? Here, let me try to show. It was a little bit weird because it had like two openings, as you can see. So yeah, that was not very yeah, very easy to use, so I put it in a little bag. It's called, here you can see it because it has the gold foiling, the Antique Blacks Tarot, and on the box you see it better, a Rootworker's Tarot. It's by, if I say it correctly, Dogon Krigga. It's collage style, but in my opinion, very beautifully done. They're not in order because, well, it's not like a walkthrough. I'm just going to show some of the cards. The Six of Jars. The jars, I think, is easy. It's going to be cups. But yeah, look at the art. Ooh. Come on. Okay, it's not working with me. um, the Graveyard, which is number 7, which is normally the chariot. But yeah, it's a little bit different in this deck. At number 0, which would be the Fool, the Rootworker, because the major arcana, it really has, yeah, a journey of its own, the cousin of roots being earth, pentacles. And I'm sorry, my cat is playing right now, of course. The Eight of Jars. See here in the minor arcana, you really can see the RWS. In the major, a little bit less, but again, as a root worker, this is a deck that I understand, I get. The Nine of Jars, the Three of Jars, let me see. Oh yeah, here, Lights, which would be fire, wands. Mastery for number 17, so that would be star, sorry. See, this would be the Lovers, which is my birth card, but yeah, it's here, the Church House. Number 4, the Emperor, the Two-Headed Doctor. So yeah, it's really based in root work, but again, I don't know if it's very known under the community, but yeah, it's absolutely one of my favorites. It has a beautiful matte gold kind of, it's almost like a bronze gold gilding, and a very normal tarot size, nothing out of the ordinary there. So yeah, next one, that was an indie deck. I may have started wrong, but This one, I think it's well known. It's the Hoodoo Tarot. I got that in a little baggie too because, well, the box was big and, yeah, again, not very easy to deal with. It comes with a beautiful big guidebook, which I think most will know. But yeah, I have that separate from the deck. So yeah, I think, like I said, it's a deck that's well known in the community. But yeah, absolutely one of my favorites. I think you can see with all the damage it's being used a lot. But yeah, a beautiful deck. I love the antique kind of coloring on the sides, the borders. Yeah, absolutely, yeah, amazing. Yeah. So yeah, that's the Hoodoo Tarot. This is a mass market, so you can get it, yeah, probably anywhere, Amazon, yeah, in your local bookstores and stuff like that. The next one is also a little baggy because it came like in two pieces and in a tuck box, which was really, really weird. Oh my god, I forgot the name. I think it's the Eternal Tarot, if I'm not mistaken. It's a little bit of a different kind of system, yet they call it still tarot. I don't know. I think I might use it more as an oracle, but it's still in my tarot section. You can see the differences here with, well, here, and then in this one not. So how did I... Because normally the blue kind of background, I was, yeah, see? Yeah, but 61 it's not. So here, anyway, this is what I mean. It's a little bit confusing. There is a little guidebook with it, but I was a little bit put off. The introduction or somewhere in the book they talked about, yeah, this was the only true way of reading tarot and the rest was not correct. And well, I don't like those boundaries put on people, or me, because I was reading the book. So yeah, I felt really like, okay, so all my other decks are not correct, or I've never read correct tarot, which, yeah, again, we know is not true. But yeah, so yeah, the booklet I'm not really using. I'm using this one really with the keyword numerology, and yeah, maybe what the picture is giving you, which sometimes is more than other times. So yeah, like I said, I think more oracle based that I use it, but yeah, officially it's called a tarot. The thing I like about this one is that the Egyptian people put on the cards are actually black. I think we know a lot of tarot decks out there when they portray Isis or any Egyptian goddess, god, or yeah, any picture, drawing, whatever. 9 out of 10 times they're just very white, and they came out of a time, yeah, where the land was called Kemet, and Kemet in itself means black because the people were, yeah, black like the earth. So yeah, I cannot deal with that. I think I only have that one that's Egyptian. There are some other ones that I'm really looking forward to buy. But yeah, for now, this one will do. But yeah, I would like a good yeah, Egyptian tarot with, well, black people, like the way they used to be. Yes, so moving on for the next one. This is the Orisha tarot. It's I know there are two out there in mass market because, yeah, this is a mass market deck. There's one with a yellow box. It's also called, I think, the Orisha Tarot, but yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. I mean, there are fairies in there and goblins and dwarves or whatever. The Orisha people themselves, which come from the Yoruba lands in Nigeria, they're very widely portrayed, So when, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit offensive to the culture, you know. Even though there are white people in this one, there's a big book, and again with a big box. I put mine in a baggie. um, Even though white people are portrayed in the deck, um, it's not the Orisha that are white. If I'm making sense right now. Um, the book itself also was written by somebody who really studied under the Babaloa in Nigeria. Um, so I think there's a lot of depth in this one. With most decks, you know, once you get the hang of it, you might leave a guidebook behind. But yeah, with this one, I always have the guidebook with me because I love the way yeah, well, they talk about it. You know, the cards, the meanings, the symbolism. Um, so yeah, this is the Orisha tarot. See, this is well, what you would say a white lady. um, but then the description about it, um, because she is not portrayed as an Orisha, you know, it's more about an archetype or something that happens in the scene of the card. Um, but yeah, this is a beautiful deck. Very colorful. Sometimes you need to look a little bit for the name of the card because well they're everywhere. But yeah, that doesn't stop me from using it. I think it's very to the point, very spiritual, you know, this deck. And yeah, between this one and yeah, the yellow boxed one, yeah, this one is absolutely my favorite. I had the yellow boxed one, but I was utterly confused, you know, by yeah how the deck was made. Um, this one much better in my opinion. But yeah, that's me. That's me. To each their own, of course. But yeah, this one is the one I love and use, you know. As you can see, very beautifully done. This is the box, oh no, the book cover, sorry. But yeah, you see the symbolism in it, you know. Yeah, it's an amazing deck in my opinion. So yeah, okay, let us move on. I got two other mass market ones. In all honesty, I don't use them a lot. Well, actually, at this point, hardly at all. This is the Afro Brazilian tarot. The top box is well gone. It's broken, so it's also in a baggie. Um, I love the concept, of course, because it's also Orisha, but more in the Santeria way, which is done in Brazil, you know. I mean, the African people enslaved that were brought to those areas in southern the south of America. They practice the Yoruba religion, but yeah, in a little bit of a different way. I think I don't really use this one anymore because, well, the art is just not really my style. I don't know really how to call it. Sometimes it almost looks like, I don't know, like a not cartoon in a bad way, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to describe here. If you see that dragon kind of thing here, the way it's and the shadow man, you know, even the eyes, you know, of the horse. I don't know how it's called, but it's not really, yeah, my kind of artwork. You know, this one, in all honesty, very beautiful because well, there are no people in it. um, and like I said, it's absolutely not horrible. I mean, I've seen worse. It's just, yeah, I feel like I'm not really reaching for it anymore. Because I had this one before the other Orisha Tarot, and I think, yeah, I prefer the other one, you know? But yeah, it's not going to go anywhere because, well, we know diversity is sometimes hard to find in our community in the decks. And I might not use it in this moment a lot, but you never know. I might come back to it. Very beautiful, though. This one, too. Wow. So, yeah, absolutely nothing wrong with it. It has a beauty of its own, you know. But yeah, I don't really reach for it anymore. But again, that might come back. You never know. So, yes, that was the Afro Brazilian Tarot. I will at least put names in the description. think I will not forget that, but I will try to do my best. And then you can always do a search for it, you know. I mean, I can put links there, but yeah, I'm in the Netherlands. So yeah, I don't think, well, I'm actually living in Belgium right now, but we have like, if we go searching for Amazon, it will be, yeah, the Dutch version, you know. So I don't think that my links will really help most of you. um, this one is the African American Tarot. And I was a little bit intrigued by it because, well, you have the main picture, and in the corner, in like, well, it's not sepia, but it's like, well, a different kind of, it's almost like, yeah, how you say it? Not blurry, but it's okay. It's in a corner, and there is the American. There's an American, yeah, character or something like that, and both tell you something about the card. In all honesty, again, not one that I use a lot. Because sometimes it gets a little bit confusing and you really need to use the little white book, which is not bad because, well, it tells you something. Okay, which one was this? The 10 of Pentacles. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Okay, so, okay, hopefully I'm not butchering this. I probably will. Omwiri. Ancestral, Protecting Spirits, Gabon, and Martin Luther King. So here in the corner, yeah, we have Martin Luther King. Yeah, it's hard to see and it's very small. This was a portrait in Atlanta, Georgia, 1929, Memphis, Tennessee, 1968. So yeah, again, a little bit weird because then you have two dates. Which is which? Are there two different drawings or not? Again, a little bit hard. And then it says family harmony, health, well-being, family income, comes agreement, inheritance. And yeah, then I'm wondering, what does Martin Luther King have to do with that, you know? So that's what I mean with, yeah, sometimes it's a little bit confusing. I don't really know which way to go with it. So in all honesty, when I read, I kind of, yeah, leave the American part behind because I don't really know what to do with that, you know? I'm just looking at what I know of the 10 of Pentacles and what I'm seeing and how can I put that back in, well, the original card meaning, you know. And again, the art style, some are absolutely amazing and then others are a little bit like the other one. It's in a style that I'm not like, well, the biggest fan of, but yeah, it's a black deck. So yeah, it's in my collection. I might not use it in this moment a lot, but yeah, you never know. I can come back to it. So yeah, it's not going anywhere, but yeah, at the moment it's also not really used a lot because, well, this one too, it was a little bit disturbing. I mean, the child eating with, well, I think it's a lion. I'm assuming it's a lion. In the same place. I mean, is the child eating out of the cup or is it also eating raw meat? I got no clue. So yeah, this one too. Yeah, and that demon thing, I mean, it all has meaning, of course, and it relates back to the card, but sometimes it's a little bit weird because here too, I'm not a fan. Yeah, that beautiful leopard is being stabbed, and it's also the 5. It's not even a 10. But yeah, and then it's a double-sided sword, right? Because it's a black deck. I want it in my collection. It's important for me. In the diversity part, you know, as you can see, I'm white on the outside, but yeah, I'm mixed race. I traced my family line to the slave ships. I'm sorry, and yeah, there you gotta come at a point where, yeah, you don't know. But yeah, my African heritage is very important to me. So yeah, even though with this one I'm not using it, at all, actually, especially in this moment. Um, but yeah, they're important. They're staying, at least for now. The next one, okay, this is not the box. I put this in a box. It came in that big box with also a big book, you know. It's the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot. Um, Once you see the back, I think you will recognize it. Yes, but yeah, I made a little box for it because, again, a very big box because of the big book, which is great. But yeah, but for the cards, I like them to be compact. Yeah, very yeah, it says it there, New Orleans Voodoo. There is a system in it. You have the Santeria, the Rara, let me see, I think there was a Congo, if I'm not, yeah, here. What was the other one again? Hey, I'm forgetting. Petra, yeah. I think if I say it now correctly, the point was in the Yoruba religion is spread over a great area. When we talk about Santeria, you really see that in, like I've said before, with a different one, you know, in Brazil and in South America kind of places, and um, the other ones are actually the same religion. You know, we're talking about the Yoruba religion, but it's done in different ways from different areas of the world, you know. And yeah, the major arcana, this is two. This would be the high priestess, and we have here, of course, Marie Laveau. Oh yeah, but in the Santeria way then, because sometimes we see them come back. This was an extra card, the wild card, Le Baron. So yeah, you, in all honesty, I don't think it's a deck that you just get and yeah, you're gonna read with. You need to have some background, and the book is still helpful. I've done some study in the Yoruba religion. I've been to Nigeria. I've visited some family temples. You know, I had the honor, you know, of being able to be allowed in, and really take a look around and being educated. But still, I need the big book with it. Sometimes it's very intuitive, you know, depending, of course, on the question you ask. And even then, I like to go back to the book to see what it has to say. So yeah, not just, I believe at least, a deck that you just gonna buy and read with, and you will understand everything, you know. I think to place it in its own right, yeah, you need to know what you're looking at. But yeah, it's definitely a favorite. I will not take it out if I do a quick reading, because, like I said, I would like to go to the book and intuitively, you know, I really like to take my time. So yeah, it's not one that I will take out for a very quick reading. But if I do an ancestral reading, or I have my time in the weekends, you know, oh yes, it will definitely come out. Um, yeah, this one. Not my fault. um, I thought I bought the real one. I had the real one, and well, my cat kind of messed it up. So I bought a new one on eBay, thinking I got, of course, the real one, which I didn't get. I got a fake one. Yeah, I cannot curse here on YouTube. Huh? But yeah, I cursed when I got it because, well, the big book is one of the beauties about it, right? Um, it was not out of print, sorry. It was temporarily out of stock on my Amazon. So for now, I'm going to use it because I think I have it now a month and a half or something. I etched it because, well, I was pissed off and I needed to do something. So I etched it. It's not like I want to advocate for fake decks, but yeah, it's the one I have. Again, not my fault. I will definitely buy the original one because I want to support Rachel True, of course. We all grew up with the craft. um, and yeah, again, she's a black creator. I definitely want to support her. But for now, I'm trying to work with it. I mean, I paid for it, even though it's a crappy fake. But yeah, I think even though the original will be better, um, I love this deck. This is why I wanted to get a new one after my cat destroyed mine. Um, because this is for me like an everyday read. Not that it doesn't have any depth, I absolutely don't mean that. But it feels a little bit like, well, a Black Rider-Waite in that sense. She, of course, puts her own stamp on it, you know. But this is for me an everyday read. At least original it was until I needed a new one. And I'm trying to use this one because, like I said, I really missed my original copy, you know, and I wanted a new one. This one is on my desk if I just want to do a quick read, you know, because it's straight to the point. Like I said, for me, it really feels like a Rider-Waite, but yeah, in a black version. There are still white people in here, and that's fine, you know, but it's really diverse in that sense. We see a little bit of everything. Um, but yeah, I'm using the shitty one. Sorry. But I will definitely get the original back again. Because yeah, again, it's one for everyday use, and I need it back. So yeah, that's this is the, again, fake one, but the True Heart Intuitive Tarot from Rachel True. Okay, what else do I got? Oh yeah, of course. I got, because, well, I'm in Europe, yeah, so we have to deal with the VAT cost. So I got the travel edition. I will get the big one, I think. Dust to Onyx. I mean, I think there has been spoken about this deck a lot. Oh, 1 second. I think I'm gonna need my charger. Yes, okay. Sorry. Ooh. Sorry, guys. Okay. So yeah, Dust to Onyx. Of course, this is spoken of a lot in the community, and I think especially under among people of color, you know, as a beautiful, beautiful deck. This for me taps into my African ancestry, yeah, the best, you know. When I put this out, yeah, something happens. It's sometimes hard to describe, but yeah, something happens. It's so beautiful. It's so deep. The art, of course, is amazing. I like the small version, to be honest, because it's very compact, so easy to use. But yeah, I would love to see them on the bigger card, the bigger version, you know, so you can even look at more detail. But for now, the small one will do. But yeah, I will probably go back with time and get me the big version, you know. I think this deck on its own, it deserves a whole video. But yeah, I was just showing them what I have. But yeah, it almost feels like it deserves more, you know. Yes, an amazing deck. Look at her, Mama Coin. Yes. So, Dust to Onyx. Again, a beautiful, beautiful deck. Okay. Let me put this one back. I don't want to mess this one up. Okay. Okay, a newer one, and like really new, because I think I got it Friday or Saturday. Friday or Saturday. So it's really new, but it was also new out, and I jumped on it. I only have the small tuck box here because it comes in a bigger box with a good book, you know. In all honesty, very RWS. But yeah, we can work with that. We can work with that. The Black Tarot. It's a black deck mass market, which we love. Um, well, I think you've seen, I'm not really into very super modern. Oh, but I can work with this. I think it's beautiful. There are no faces. Sometimes I miss it because, well, I think emotionally you can really tap into a face, you know, an expression on the face. Um, but yeah, as a reader, I read more in terms of numerology and elements. Um, like I said, I see I miss it a little bit, but yeah, I can still work with it. And again, it's a black deck, mass market. Well, we could not pass that up, you know. I love the darker colors. It's almost moody, but not. Um, Sometimes a bit hard to describe. Is that? Oh, it's a cat hair. Um, some are lighter, but yeah, overall it's definitely darker. And yeah, in some of the court cards, or well, I like to call them family because it's daughter, son, mother, father. You have more than one person, which kind of got me off guard for a sec again, you know. But I mean, the baskets are cups. The sun will be the knight. Well, the knight of cups, definitely romantic. Well, and you see that back. I think this maybe even portrays it better, yeah, than just a knight on a horse. So even though it threw me for a loop for a second, again, it's I think it portrays the meaning very well, which again is a good thing. Love the magician. The color of the well, I don't know if it's a sunrise or a flower. You really need to be on top of it, but it's beautiful. It's definitely something that catches the eye, you know. So yeah, this one is very new. It is on Amazon, I'm assuming, because this is where I got mine. Um, Normally here in Europe we're a little bit behind on most decks, not all, but most. Because this one came out the 6th of December. Um, and yeah, I jumped on it. I jumped on it. But yeah, a beautiful deck. Um, Very RWS, that's for sure, you know. But yeah, I love it. I definitely love it. Um, Again, new to my collection, so I cannot say that I worked with it a ton yet. But yeah, in the weekend, I definitely gave it my time, you know, and yeah, I really got to know it a little bit and really looked at the artwork, you know. So yeah, it's time now to really use it, which I will do. So yes, this one is the Black Tarot. I will put the name of her because again, new deck. I will put the name of the deck, but also the creator, in the description later on because I forgot the creator. It's of course on the big box, but yeah, this one comes in the big box, the tuck box with the book. So yeah, I just took this and the book out because again, I don't have that much space. So I don't have space for yeah 10 of those big boxes, you know. The next one. Oh, I waited for this one so long because initially when I wanted it, they didn't ship to here. So I actually, oh, I'm so sorry. I actually had it shipped to my friend in the States, and he sent it to me. The Tazama African Tarot. I think under the community it is known. Beautiful deck. Um, oh my god, I'm horrible. Forgive me, people. It's my first video. Okay, I need to find a better way. But for now, let's continue. So this is the Tazama African Tarot. I actually got a pre-order with them because they just released, or they're not released, they're releasing it, I think, end of December or January. It will be shipped, but you can pre-order at least. They have an oracle out now, also very beautiful. I'm waiting on that one, but yeah, this is the tarot. I think it's like the design kind of thing looks very RWS, but yeah, then of course with historical people of color. Um, I don't know if it's out yet because I'm still waiting on it. I think they did a PDF booklet on more information about the person because you cannot really find that in the book. There is a small little guidebook and it really just gives you the basics, you know. So here we have the star, you have general meaning, reverse, and an affirmation. But they were working on a PDF, which really gives the inside scoop on who you're looking at and what he or she meant, you know, in the African community. So yeah, if you have this deck and you didn't know it yet, it's something to look out for because you can, I think, download it for free on their website when they're done. But yes, a very beautiful deck. I think very straight to the point, especially when you're familiar with RWS, you know, the original one. That's why I say I would love the PDF to really tap into who they were, because that, of course, can bring an extra layer to what you're looking at, you know. Because for now, I'm not really working with the booklet because, it doesn't really give that much extra. And that's absolutely not a negative thing for me. In all honesty, sometimes yes, like I said with the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot, because that's a culture, even though I don't know what I think I know, you know. So that will a lot of you know. But yeah, I like to go deeper in there. And the only thing that I would like to go deeper in here is the person. So I'm waiting for the PDF. Um, but the cards itself, I mean, it's amazing, you know, to see that African heritage coming back into these cards. Definitely a favorite of mine. I use it a lot. Because even though with the Dust to Onyx, that's very ancestral to me, you know. I would not use that deck just for any kind of reading. And even though this is a beautiful, luxurious deck, again, an African deck, I would whip this out for any day readings. I think it is that design, that RWS kind of feeling, you know, behind in the picture. But again, this is one. It's being used a lot. I'm definitely loving it. So this is the Tazama African Tarot. And again, I will put all the details of the name of the deck and the name of the creators, you know, in the description box for anyone who wants to know. Okay, the next one. I know there was some controversy about this one, the Ghetto Tarot. I think she renamed it. I'm not sure, to be honest. I like the description in the booklet. Only, of course, if it's true, because then I'm always wondering, you know, like, is that how you want it? Or because here it said the name of the Ghetto Tarot was inspired by the Ghetto Biennale, if I say that right. It talks about that the ghetto in Haiti, ghetto means a life in the slums. It means living without financial security. Yet ghetto also means community, family, solidarity, strength, and rich creativity. And again, she continues. And if this is true, then I have absolutely no problem with the name of the deck. I'm not here to judge in that sense, you know. I think the photographs are amazing. I love how they worked with yeah, the stuff that was around. I mean, here you see it less, but let me look for it. Here with the red robe, you know. I mean, I think in the it's like a flag kind of thing in original RWS. Um, but yeah, they just used what they had, and I love that concept. You know. In sense of clothes, there were no props or anything that the photographer took with her. You see it here. It's kind of funny. um, but yeah, this one, I was surprised with it because even though I wanted it, because in all honesty, it was a black deck, I needed it. um, it reads amazingly. It reads amazingly. I don't think I've ever had a reading with this one that I was like, I don't know what you mean. Very straight to the point. Uh, yeah, no messing around. You know, it just is what it is. And even though it's like a little white booklet, but there's a lot of information in there. But I think if you know your RWS, you know, you don't even really need it. Um, but yeah, I love it. You know. Some are a little bit funny, you know. Here, this one too with his fake beard. um, but it's not like I said, it's funny if you look at it like this, but it's not done in like a disrespectful way, in my opinion. The community really worked with the photographer, and I think it was funny. I think it was mentioned in a booklet, or I saw it on an interview she did on YouTube somewhere. Um, about yeah, they had no idea. You know, I mean, it's a voodoo culture in Haiti, but yeah, they don't work with cards the way well we do. You know, um, so for them it was also very different. But yeah, the divination angle, of course. Oh, this is one of my favorites. um it was of course interesting, and yeah, the community worked with her, and yeah, again, I love it. Again, one of my favorite cards, the death card. um this one is supposed to be blurry. That's not my phone. um but look how beautiful here. Strength, yeah, yeah, you cannot work with a real lion, so yeah, they have a sculpture. And yeah, I like that creativity, you know, work with what you have. um so yeah, definitely a beautiful deck in my opinion. I know that, like I said, around the name, there might be some controversy, um, but if she did it right, yeah, and if she paid these people, yeah, then I don't see the point in controversy. But again, if I'm wrong, I'm sure somebody will tell me. I'm sure somebody will mention it. And I think we are with the last one. That's really like a black deck. I have the Black Madonna, and sometimes I would like to put that in my black decks, but I will do that one in my religion kind of artsy based decks. We need some blackness in there because a lot of it is like Renaissance art, and of course those decks are well very white. This one is, oh, let me give you, it's not really a box. It's like an envelope kind of box, which is horrible, but okay. The Roots Reggae Tarot. Um, well, this is my first video. Otherwise, I would have said for those who don't know, but I think nobody knows. I'm a major reggae fan, and my top artist is Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wailer. You know, so when I saw this, I just couldn't. I couldn't. I needed to have it. Funny. That's my name. Well, the first name, Phyllis. I didn't even know her. I asked my friend, who also is a big reggae fan. I always call him my reggae encyclopedia because he knows everything, but he didn't know her. So, well, I didn't get really far there, but yeah, the Obsidians, Judgment. Oh, yeah, this is a majors only deck, which I'm not always a fan of, but again, I just couldn't. I needed to have it. Third World, of course. Yeah, I love it. I cannot help but just absolutely love it. Freddie McGregor, and of course, Bob Marley. Kind of like him as the Fool, because, well, the Fool, the start of that journey, the Fool's journey, and yeah, him, and of course, Peter Tosh and Bunny Wailer, it really set that tone, for yeah, original roots reggae. So yeah, I like him in the Fool position. Israel Vibration, of course. It was too bad because they only depicted the two of them, and I know one of them is gone, and even in this time, Scully is gone. Um, May God rest his soul. But yeah, they only depicted two, and yeah, the original were three, so I feel like it should have been there. Yeah, and another, yeah, bummer for me, not negative, because, well, we only have 21 cards, or 22, sorry. But we have Bob Marley. Somewhere in here is also Peter Tosh, and it didn't put Bunny Wailer in there. I mean, that's not okay. I mean, he should be here. Burning Spears as the magician, Lee Scratch Perry. I mean, if he is here, Bunny Wailer should be here. Steel Pulse, Judy Moat. Yeah, I love it. Oh, here we have, of course, Mr. Peter Tosh. Yes, the Empress was a little bit weird to me. Excuse me. Because, I mean, Tosh, he was all about that, well, almost, what's the word for it? Well, he was not soft and nurturing in a sweet feminine way. Don't get me wrong. I think he fought for the black race, the African race. In the way he wrote his lyrics, and even in his interviews, he was not somebody that would not say what was on his mind. Which I love. But yeah, as the Empress, I thought it was a little bit weird because I don't really see him in that way. But yeah, then again, um, it is what it is for a deck like this, right? So I work with it. I work with it. Oh yeah, because I work with it, even though it's a majors only, and that's not something I normally do. I think I have two, this one and another one you will see in another video. Um, but yeah, it needs to be worked with, and yeah, Sisela as the hermit. So yes, I don't like when text is there, but again, for this kind of deck, everything is okay. The Roots Reggae Tarot. So yeah, that one was the last one for now. Sorry. Um, I have some that are coming in right now. I'm still waiting on the Afro Tarot, but I think a lot of you know. Jessie, well, Jumanji was her original name, of the creator, of the Afro Tarot. She had some legal issues with the name, apparently. Yeah, don't get me started because then we're going to be here another hour. Anyway, because of that pre-order is, yeah, taking some time, and let the sister do what she needs to do. So I'm waiting on that one at least. And there are, I think, two more that should be in this category that will come in. But anyway, I can always show them when they come in. For now, this is really, yeah, like I said, the Afrocentric kind of collection that I have in this moment. Yeah, please come back for the next one. I'm gonna look which category will be next. And then a new video will come out. Okay, again, thank you and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.